Hey guys, so in today's video, I'm going to introduce to you how to learn a character from start to end. So I'm going to use a whiteboard, and also you can see my pretty face at this video. So when you bump into a new character when you're learning or reading or whatever, you have two situations, right? One, when you're completely beginner, how you learn this character. And two, when you're more advanced, how you learn this character. Well, they are really similar process, almost the same process, but you can add a few things when you are more advanced. So let me just start with the first situation. When you are beginner and you bump into a character that you don't know. So let's say now you're reading, and now you bump into this character, okay? Hope I write it big enough. May not very good looking. So, but you get the idea how these characters are like. So when you saw this character, it may come with a term, like this term. And the first thing you will spot is its structure, right? How it's structured. So it's up and bottom, right? This part and this part. Let's give you a general idea, right? If you know these two, so you might have a general idea about how this character would mean, right? It has a mountain, so it probably has something to do with mountain, and it has this character. So I wonder, will this character be sound like this, right? You can guess on character's meaning by look at the one part of it. Sometimes you don't know, you can just guess. You spot its structure and still have no idea how this might think. You recall, did I learn this before? And the answer is no. So at this situation, you'll probably turn to a dictionary, right? A dictionary. That's what people all will do when they bump into a new character, a new term, and new stuff, right? You look it up in the dictionary. So now you might just like take a picture, and just Google it, right? But I would recommend more like you use a dictionary, like in physical, like in a book form, okay? Because I think that way you will remember more, because you are actually doing the paper flipping and stuff. So now you look it up from dictionary, and let me just clear it up here. Clear it up. Okay, let me write this bigger. Now you know it's pronounced beng. And this is mountain, shan. So the term is 山崩. Okay. So in the dictionary, there's more than its pronunciation, right? It also has its meaning. So in the dictionary, it doesn't just have the pronunciation, right? It will also have its meaning. I'll tell you it's collapse. This character means collapse. So at this time, you back to the original term. So now from the meaning, you back to the original term. You find it. Mountain collapsed. Okay. Mountain collapsed. So look at this character. It has a mountain up top at the top. So look at the meaning. This will be a really frequently used term, right? Collapsed, like a mountain. Mountain collapsed. So now it's time for you to memorize this character, right? You can't just learn it once and learn it twice, learn the third time, learn the fourth time, right? You got to remember this. And I would recommend you use the anchor term like this. It will be anchor term. This term is one really frequently used, and it's the first time you read about this term. And it has some relationships, right? It has a mountain part, and you can remember it better. Start with this term. So now, one term is not enough. You need to check out more term using this character. So when the next time you bump into another term and you know this character, well, you can relate to them more. From this character, you might learn more characters related to this character that can make it like term or idiom with this character. So now this character became an anchor for you to learn other characters, right? So everything you learn is like a net, a web. One point lead to another lead to another, and everything has a solid foundation. Because remember this. Of course, if you are just like completely new, just remember this term. In my opinion, remembering a term with you already know character and a new character will be much more easier for just remembering a single character without any help, without anything that you can depend on it. So make your own web. It can lead to a lot of things, so we can connect. And through this character, you can get to more vocabulary, and later on, you can use on your writing, right? Because you cannot just like learn single characters. Eventually, you will use them in dialogues, in conversations, in sentences, in writing, right? So in conclusion, when you are new and you bump into a character you don't know, you do those following three things. One, first observe. It is with another character. It became a term. First observe how it's written. What's its structure? Okay? It will give you a general idea how it's written. Second, using the structure you observed, find the dictionary and look it up. Why you need to observe it? Because if you don't know what's pronounced, if you are using a physical dictionary, you'll use its radical part to find this character up. So why you need to observe its structure. You need to find its radical part and to find its whole character. Okay? And third, after you finding a dictionary, what is meaning, what is its pronunciation, learn more terms, idioms, vocabulary based on this character, anchored with this character. Learn more terms from the dictionary with this character. Let me give you a basic idea. See this and get at least familiar. Just don't rush yourself into like I have to remember, but look at it as several times, 2 terms that related to this character. Okay? So the next time you bump into the other terms, you will remember this. And also you have more material and vocabulary you can use when it comes to writing. That's the 3 steps I suggest when you bump into a new character. Number 2, okay, when you're more advanced and you bump into a new character, like this one, what do you do? Actually, almost the same. First, observe its structure so you can look it up in a dictionary. But what I want you to do is try to guess its meaning before you went to the dictionary. Like this character would, if you are more advanced, this character would definitely be in a sentence, right? Be in a sentence. For example, here. And you know basically the idea of this sentence. And can you guess its meaning based on the structure, radical part, third, have something to do with that. Try to guess it first. Then went to the dictionary. It will give you a more deep memory because you guess it right or guess it wrong. It's a lot different than just went straight to the dictionary. You have your mind worked before. It's not just they give you an answer. You have worked something before. You have the theory about this character. And then you do the same thing. You run into the dictionary, and find out what it really means and how it's really pronounced. So again, based on its anchor term, or to remember this, use a term to remember a character. it's more effective in my opinion. It works better just remembering a single character. Or you can remember the whole sentence through this character. So the next time when you're writing, the whole sentence will be there. Okay, you can imitate, you can, and you find its meaning, you find its pronunciation. Now you need to remember this, like more terms related to this character, try to remember them. It probably will mean the same idea of stuff, like this all walls, when it's like team up with the same character, right? Remember more terms around this character, and it will make you more familiar, more knowledge, and more materials you can write. And based on this character, you can also build your own net with a lot other characters. And next time when you bump into them, you will know, oh, that's how that means, right? So actually, when you are more advanced, it's almost the same as you are at the beginner level. The difference would be try to guess its meaning at the beginning, and also if you're more advanced, not like those really beginner level reading materials. Some beginner level materials will have the pronunciation, the pinyin at the above, right? Like this. But more advanced, they won't have this part. Like this. They just put there. They have the same idea, the same logic. Know this structure, how it's written, know its pronunciation, how it sounds like, and know how to use it. Putting a term in a sentence, in a idiom, anything, so you can really use this character. So that's how you learn a new character. In the early stage of my learning, how natives learn, we learn new characters and learn new terms. So we can use the terms and the characters when we are writing. That's how we form the vocabulary, build our vocabulary, and from character to term to sentence. That's the logic, from small to big, from basic to advanced. That's the logic I'm providing you to learn a new character. It's itself look like, sounds like, meaning to terms, idioms, and eventually using in a sentence. That's how you learn this. If you want to learn more, I will share more stuff on this channel and in my community, where I will host weekly 30 minutes practice session, where I will hop on a meeting with you and you can talk and ask me questions directly. If you have any questions or anything you feel hard to learn, you can ask me there And that's all for today's video, and I will see you in the next.